Well, in the months before I was adopted, I lived with my father. My brother had recently moved out of the house, and I had started living on my own. And being 15 years old, it was kind of hard. I didn't have really any support at home. Uh, my father worked out of town and kept most of his money himself. He didn't pay for bills, food, basic necessities that you would need. At one point, I didn't have warm running water in the middle of the winter, and I remember I'd microwave bowls of water and put in a jug to bathe with something warm. It kind of came to the point where my dad had really given up on paying bills, on being around. Most of the time, if I wanted to go somewhere, I'd call the bar to find him. Sometimes he'd come home and be either too drunk to function, or be too high to function, depending on what the situation was. What led to my adoption was a hot shower. I had a good friend, Jared Clark, who invited me to stay over for Halloween. And I went to his house, and it was the first hot shower I'd had for, I don't even know how long, several months. And as I was sitting in the shower, I just said, I can't do this anymore. And I realized at that point that I needed to take control of my life and not let it be controlled for me. The next day, I asked Melinda if I could stay, and she said, "Yeah, you can stay." And I said, "Well, I'm not talking about for a couple of days. I want to stay here." And then from there, 9 months later, they adopted me.